Hi, and welcome to the Theme Park Trader podcast with your hosts, Ryan and Donna.
Hi.
We're back.
Refreshed.
Refreshed. We've had a week off.
Mm-hmm.
Cruising, which, they say is like the theme park of the seas.
Do they?
Well, I said it
Oh.
on an old episode like 2 years ago, so...
How do you remember that?
Because I do.
Right. The vat of useless information over there.
I've got great memory for useless information and a terrible memory for everything else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, we thought we would talk through our plans for Orlando, which officially we can say this week is next month.
He's only been saying that for the past week as well.
I know.
Next week I can say it's next month.
I know. So, when this episode goes out, in 2 days from this episode going out, we'll be able to say we're going to Orlando next month. Very exciting. But I did want to talk through a couple of bits of news first. Chiefly, something we talked about a little bit on the cruise. The limitations for Disney transportation. So they rolled out... Well, maybe I spoke to myself. I don't know. There
were 2 other people with us.
You might have been asleep. They rolled out today, which is June the 28th, 2026. And so I'll read out the full details so everyone can be aware of exactly what has changed to Disney transportation.
Yeah, including me.
Including you, because
nice.
apparently you were asleep. So, all the changes are effective as of today, June 28th, and will continue indefinitely. If you visit Disney Springs, basically... Walt Disney World is limiting use of transportation from Disney Springs to the resort hotels to guests who have business to be there. So they have to have an active reservation at a resort of some sort. That could be a hotel stay, an advanced dining reservation, or enchanting extras. And guest relations cast members are acting as gatekeepers outside of the bus loops, scanning magic bands, key to the world cards, or reviewing My Disney Experience bookings to ensure eligibility.
Can I just say this is only going to last for as long as they want to keep the cast members?
Yeah.
When they want to stop paying them, it won't last.
There's like 3 or 4 cast members there. Guests who do not...
for all those people coming out of Disney Springs?
Into the bus loop, yeah. So it's not done by a bus stop by bus stop level. It's done, they're funneling people through. You know how you scan your magic bands through like a group of cast members on extra magic hours?
That's going to be fun to get out of Disney Springs.
Yeah, it's like that. Where are we going?
Imagine doing that at 11 o'clock at night.
I know. Guests who do not have a valid reservation for using the transportation will be politely informed that buses to resort hotels are currently only available to resort guests and turned away. Reservation checkpoints are before the various sets of bus loops, not at the specific stops. Once you've proven you're an on-site guest or have an eligible reservation of some sort, you're free to access whichever bus stop you like. Any on-site Disney resort guest can go to any other on-site Disney resort by bus. This is both as a matter of practicality and official policy. So I think that is good news. Because when this was first announced, it was unclear whether, if I was staying at French Quarter, I could get the bus to the boardwalk and go back there. So I'm glad that they've kept that.
If they didn't, they're going to lose business because people go to these hotels to see if they'd like to stay there.
Yeah, agreed. And then the other restriction is on the Sasagula River. They've also implemented the same guest verification to board the Sasagula River cruise, which transports guests by boat to Old Key West, Saratoga Springs, Treehouse Villas, Port Orleans Riverside, and Port Orleans French Quarter. The same policy applies. Any on-site Disney resort guest can board the Sasagula River cruise.
Oh, any on-site.
Even if their resort is not serviced by the boats. So this means if you're staying at All Star Sports, you can still board a boat bound for Port Orleans, stopping off at French Quarter for those beignets.
Oh, you're a bit annoyed about that one though, aren't you?
It is a bit annoying, that. But I get it,
because you're staying there.
If
you weren't staying there, you'd be annoyed if they did cut it.
I do get it, though. I do 100% get it. I think that's fair, if I'm being honest. So... the logistics on the boats are not clear yet, even though it's rolled out today. I haven't seen any actual logistics from that, but the bus is before you enter the bus loop. So, the additional rules, 2-hour reservation. Guests who are accessing resort transportation via an advanced dining reservation or other reservation that's not a hotel stay will be able to access the buses and boats up to 2 hours in advance of that eligible reservation. So, what do you think?
About what?
This policy?
I think that I thought it already had been rolled out a while ago, but not actually them checking. But they did say that you weren't allowed to park in Disney Springs.
I've always said that, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Now,
I guess.
the people complaining about this, from what I've seen, are locals.
Well, the problem is, why should you pay $25 each time you go to a park?
Well, if you're an annual pass holder, you don't.
Well,
It's free.
What if you're not? What if you're going on holiday
Yeah.
and you're staying in a villa and you can't afford to pay $25 a day?
My suggestion to you would be not to travel to Orlando.
Really?
No.
People do it for as cheap as they can because
get
they
that.
want to see Disney World. Why are you being
No,
dick
no,
about it?
and I get that, and I think where they will lose out is I wasn't being a dick. I was making a joke,
No, you weren't.
partly.
No, you weren't.
The other side of it is will Disney be losing bookings as a result of those cheapos not being able to go into the resorts and view the hotels and potentially future book? Now, I don't think Disney. I think the audience is small, and I don't think Disney cares. Now, the issue with these hotels at the minute is that locals and people travelling off-site are using them to bar crawl, bar hop, eat beignets, all sorts of things, which if you're staying on site is a perk that is open to you. If you're not staying on site, why should you be allowed to freely, park freely at Disney Springs, resort hop, enjoy your bar crawling, when I think the issue is you look at places like Polynesian, which has been ruined by the sheer number of people in that lobby. I mean, every time you go into the Poly, and we can hold our hands up, we're part of the problem.
One, yes, we're part of the problem, but two, you can get to the Poly from Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I know.
So it makes no difference.
Well, I'm
what
going to
you're
come
saying.
on to that because
you're so full of shit.
They've changed some rules for the Polynesian as well. But the issue is, if you're staying at French Quarter and you can't get a beignet within 20 minutes, that means you're having a poor guest experience. It's simple. You should not be queuing for beignets more than you're queuing for a small
I'd love to have this conversation with you if you were staying in a villa outside of Disney.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But if you were.
And I get the other. I do 100% get the other side of it. But if you see it from Disney's side, their guest experience staying on site is poor as a result of letting in locals and people staying in villas.
I mean, it's poor for a lot of reasons.
And by the way, if you're staying in a villa and you want to go to French Quarter, book the restaurant.
What if you can't afford the restaurant? What if you just want to go and get beignets? Why should you have to pay $25 to park in their car park when Disney Springs is free? You want to get rid of that problem? Make all the car parks free. You don't need that money.
Well, Disney will upcharge otherwise if they don't take that money, and that'll be put on the hotel guests.
They don't need to upcharge.
But no, they don't. But let's put our CEO hat on in a minute. That's not going to change. I think this is a positive change for people staying on site and a poor change for people staying off site. I completely agree with you. But at the end of the day, Disney doesn't give a shit about people that are staying off site. The people that they need to keep happy are the people staying on site. Now, we have a slightly separate grievance with Disney at the minute that we will come on to in a future episode. But that's who they care about. They don't care about
anyone.
That family. No, they don't. But they don't care about that family of four that are staying at a villa who have a 2-week park ticket that they bought from Attraction Tickets Direct, because they're not making an awful lot of money from them.
They should, because Disney used to.
Yeah,
Disney used to care about anyone coming into their parks.
I agree with you, but I'm telling you, in the year of our Lord 2026, they don't give a shit. All they care about is people staying on site, and spending their money on site. Now, when you can't get a bar space at the Polynesian and you're staying at the Polynesian, for someone that's paying some of those bungalows go for like $4,000 a night, like insane money. I would be pissed off.
You're pissed off anyway, and you're not even staying there.
No, I know, but if you were staying there and you pay $4,000 to stay in that bungalow and you're like, let's go to the bar.
But I think
you'd be pissed off.
I think that bar should have reservations, like Ogre's Cantina and the Pirate Bar.
I agree. There's other ways to fix it.
Why not do that?
I agree. There are other ways to fix it, but equally, from a guest perspective, if you're having to reserve at a hotel bar, it get like
And it's a good bar.
like it gets to the point where it's like, Jesus, like this is beyond the joke. So there's two sides of it. I think they're testing
Not
the
really.
waters, seeing.
You know how busy Disney gets.
Yeah, no, I
Get
agree. I
over
agree with you. I think they're testing the waters here to see what impact this is making. Now, if I'm being totally honest, the reason this is happening is so they can reduce the bus fleet.
Yeah, we all know that.
You know, they don't care ultimately. You know, I was playing defense, now I'm playing offense. They don't really care about guests anymore. What they care about is operational profits. I think they'll go, great, we've not got as many people going through the Disney Springs bus stations anymore, therefore we can cut 10% of our workforce on the buses. That's my view. I think that's what will happen. However, I do think, as someone that's staying on site this year, this is a positive change. I'm all for it. The boats are an absolute nightmare trying to get on board.
The boats are going to be a nightmare anyway.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Will this sort it,
No.
or will the queue continue to be there?
No, of course it will.
How many people are getting on those boats that aren't staying on Disney property? I don't think very many.
No, neither do I, because what's the point?
I think the buses, different story. Well, you say that, like, if you parked at Disney Springs and you were like, oh, let's get the boat to French Quarter, grab the beignets and we'll come back. I can see that happening quite a bit.
I can't, because it takes too much time.
Yeah, but
if I want the beignets, I'm getting the bus.
But
it's easier and quicker and cooler.
But if you've never stayed at Disney before and you've seen these beignets on TikTok and you go, oh look, you can get the boat there, guys. We can spend a day at Disney Springs, which is free. We can get on the boat, go to this place called French Quarter. That looks pretty cool. It looks like New Orleans, and we can get some beignets and hop on the boat back to Disney Springs and drive back to the villa.
And you're telling me those people aren't spending money in World of Disney or other Disney shops that are there,
yep,
and spending money on beignets?
That's why Disney Springs is free parking. That's the only reason that it's free parking, because they want all the people spending money in those shops. If Disney
then let them go to the resorts.
Yeah, but from Disney's side, the resorts are getting overcrowded by people that aren't staying there. So
I don't necessarily agree it's from people not staying there.
Well, Disney have obviously got the data. They've obviously got...
How have you got the data when you're not checking?
Well, they know everyone that's got magic bands and park tickets that are going in and out of those hotels. And they're about to have a whole lot more data by people and actually seeing the figures from this new bus and boat.
It's going to be... They're going to make it soon that if you don't stay on Disney property, you don't get to go in. It wouldn't surprise me if they go to Disney.
No. That would never happen because they make too much money from...
You just said they didn't.
No, I'm saying they want the people spending the dough on Disney property to be having a good experience. Right now, if you can't get a table for Yeehaw Bob because it's full of people from villas and things like that, that's a bad experience for people staying at the hotel.
Okay, but if people can't park for free in Disney Springs and they decide to pay that $25, you're still going to have the same problem.
What do you mean?
They drive to the resort hotel and pay that $25.
The resort goes, you're not coming in. They already do that.
Since when?
Since for like years. If you don't have a reservation...
But we don't scan our magic bands and stuff to get into a resort.
No. But if you're driving into a resort...
Oh, right, yeah, I see.
They won't let you in.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Unless you've got a reservation. So anyone knocking on the door in that car saying, oh, we just want to come in for beignets, they go, no, you haven't got a reservation, sorry.
So I don't necessarily agree with that either. How do you know you want to stay on Disney?
No, that part of it I get. I do, I'm with you 100% on that. But from the other side of... They must be seeing that there are people paying the big bucks, which, let's be honest, even if you're staying at All-Star Movies, All-Star Sports, it's expensive. Mm-hmm. If people staying off-site are taking up spots in bars and restaurants and beignets and all that kind of thing, people are going to be like, the hotel's too busy. And Disney's looking at their guest feedback, which comes in all the time from thousands of people, going, well, hold on, the hotel's not full. So how are people queuing for 30 minutes? How can people not find a spot at the bar? And they've gone, well, this is clearly an issue. So I do see operationally, if someone with lots of money is staying at the Poly, they're never going to come back if they have a bad experience. And Disney needs to retain that customer.
I mean, queuing for 30 minutes is hardly a bad experience.
It is. Ultimately it is. They're floured goods with some chocolate on. You shouldn't be queuing. As a hotel guest, you should not be queuing longer than 5-10 minutes for that. Now, we can agree or disagree on that till the cows come home. But if you're a paying guest, and I'm not just talking about French Quarter, any resort, especially the deluxe resorts, you shouldn't be waiting longer than 5-10 minutes for your food at a quick service. Any longer than that, and Disney has a problem. And the only two ways they can do it is, well, three ways. Stop selling it, which they're not going to do, limit the access, which is what they're doing, or double the capacity, which they're not going to do because it costs them money.
Sell it everywhere.
Yeah, well, they do. They're in Magic Kingdom. I think the problem with all of this...
You're very hung up on beignets.
Because it is such a big... Like, every article you read on this mentions beignets. I would not be surprised...
They're not that good.
No, I agree with you. But I would not be surprised if beignets was a big trigger for all of this. Because, and I will tell you this right now, TikTok has ruined any Disney secret that has existed within these resorts. As soon as one influencer says, this is the way that you can do this, you can go over to here and get some beignets, it gets hundreds of thousands of views, and that resort gets flooded. It's a great thing and a bad thing. You know, without TikTok, we wouldn't see some of these new food items.
Maybe we should be looking at TikTok. Like, Disney wants all this marketing, but then is only letting half the guests access it. It's bullshit.
I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I think fundamentally it comes down to guest satisfaction. And it's clearly suffered as a result of trends and people jumping on boats and buses for free, heading to the resort.
They pay enough money as it is, why shouldn't they?
Because Disney's response is, you pay money for the parks, you don't pay money for our hotels.
You pay money for the resort, which used to be accessible.
Yes, and I can see where you're coming from. From Disney's perspective, you're not paying money to stay in any of our hotels, so we don't want you here. If you want to check it out, get a dining reservation.
That's bullshit.
And then you can stay as long as you want.
Absolute bullshit.
But it's true. If you want to go and explore the Contemporary and you're not staying on site, then book Steakhouse 71. Then you're free to explore the resort as long as you want.
I don't agree.
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm saying this is why they're doing it. And if guest satisfaction improves, they can put the costs up even more. It's all down to how much money they're making. And as I said, if you're waiting half hour for a piece of quick service food, you're going to be pissed off. You're going to be, and especially if you're American, you're going to be going straight to guest services and going, "This is a perk of my resort. Why the hell am I waiting half an hour?" You know what Americans are like. We will quietly complain under our breath for the most part and go, Jesus, it was 40 minutes for beignets. That's ridiculous. And move on with our lives. Americans will not.
We didn't wait 40 minutes for beignets when we got beignets.
I'm not saying... No, but the queues are getting horrendous. They are 20, 30 minutes plus on some days.
Oh, God, just let people get a beignet.
But they can at the Magic Kingdom.
They're not the same, are they?
But this is where it's all come from. So... If you thought Donna was pissed off before, wait till they've extended this. They are now geofencing mobile ordering.
I don't know what that means.
At 4 active Disney World hotels. So if let's say I was in the car and I was on my way to the Grand Floridian, and I was like, I really fancy eating at the quick service at the Grand Floridian.
Come on, what's it called?
Our mobile order, what? The quick service at the Grand Floridian.
Without looking at it.
Gasparilla Island Grill.
Such...
Or Steakhouse 71 to go.
You can get Steakhouse 71 to go?
You can.
It's not that good.
You can open... No, it's not that good. You can open up your My Disney Experience app and mobile order. Now, as of today, there is a new message that says... I'm just trying to find it. God damn it. I did have it written down. You're too far away, with the app instructing the guests to move closer and try again. So, unless you are in these hotels, you cannot use mobile order to get these quick services.
Why would that make me pissed off?
Well, because that's restrictions even more. I'm guessing before people were like, "Oh, I quite fancy going in there." They'd drive in and they'd be like, "I've got a quick service on mobile order," and they'd be like, "So what? If you're not staying here, you haven't got that's not a reservation." So I think they're closing loopholes here. And can you guess which 4 hotels this is applying to?
Well, the Grand Floridian.
The
Contemporary.
Polynesian.
And Wilderness Lodge.
Wilderness Lodge is correct. Those 4 Magic Kingdom hotels, which are incredibly busy for footfall. Basically, you can't mobile order now unless you are inside these hotels.
But then you can't get inside the hotels if you're not staying... Well, you can. You get the bus there.
If you're staying on site.
You can still get the bus there from Magic Kingdom.
Yes, you can. For
or
now.
The monorail.
Yeah, for now, all those transportation is open to everyone. There is a very strong rumour that this is the start...
What a load of crap.
...of restricting the resort down to resort guests only. So if in future you wanted to jump on the monorail to the Grand Floridian, they'll be like, you're not
Yeah,
staying on site.
but then it's going to go even further, and you can only go to your hotel unless you've got a reservation.
Yes, and I agree. Like there's only so far they can take it before people go, well, what's the point? Because resort hopping is a big thing. Now, I get it from...
I mean, we spend money in the Contemporary every time we go to Magic Kingdom.
I want a lot of money. I would say probably $200 over the course of the trip,
Yeah.
if not more.
That's not really that much money, to be fair.
It is for two of us.
Yeah, true.
And, two of us, 2 weeks, if that was closed out to us, times that by how... And let's be honest, that bar's not busy when we go.
No.
But I don't think they will do that. I think they just don't want off-site guests in their hotels. I think it's that simple. If you want our perks, stay on site.
Absolutely bizarre.
I do find it bizarre.
They're going to lose a lot of money from doing this.
Well, they've tested
because I'm
it.
telling you now, the off-site guests are going to be going to those 4 big hotels to see what those 4 big hotels are like, and they're going to be going, oh, should we go for a drink here? Oh, should we go and get that? Oh, let's have a look in the shop.
Yeah, I agree. But I guess Disney's argument would be if you haven't got the money to spend in Disney right now, in you're staying in a villa, there's no way you're going to afford to stay at the Polynesian.
Unless they save for another 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. But I think I saw data recently that the majority of trips into Disney World now are one and done.
And I wonder why.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's a cost thing, isn't it? It's huge.
And guest experience.
Yeah, it's getting bad. No, I agree. It's getting bad.
Is that not a problem for them? One and done. How is that not a problem for them?
Well, there's however many
because they
million...
rely on annual fucking pass holders.
Language, Timothy.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
cross.
Yeah, well, they I don't think so. I think annual pass holders think they give Disney a lot of money, and they don't. The average annual pass holder won't spend anywhere near the amount that a family of 4 from the UK would spend. They wouldn't spend that in a year. So if Disney, they make enough for them to make them it worthwhile, but it will reach a point where Disney go, look, we're gonna have to increase annual pass holders so we only get 5,000 a year or whatever it would be instead of the 10,000 we've got now because they're not making us enough money. Now, if anyone wants to question me on that or come at me with some data, I'd love to have that conversation. But I don't think annual pass holders are really making Disney a lot of money. I think it's a line in the spreadsheet that says this is guaranteed revenue every year.
Yeah.
Because that's that monthly payment that's coming up. It looks great for the finance officers, but times like at the minute where the economy's crap, people are struggling, people aren't going to Disney enough because of foreign policy and all sorts of things. They rely on those annual pass holders. But as soon as business is good, they throw them under the bus. No pun intended. And that's it. But they keep coming back. They're like the...
So if you're an annual pass holder and you're not staying on site,
Yep.
you don't get to use those perks
What perks?
of getting on a bus and going to a hotel from Disney Springs.
No, those perks are for people staying on site. But
That's interesting. I wonder how much backlash you're going to get from that.
They started to already give backlash, but the argument is, well, they get ridiculous discounts on hotel rooms anyway. So Disney's argument will be...
If I was an annual pass holder and I lived in Florida, we're not staying at the hotel for a weekend, are we?
No, exactly. But I guess Disney's argument would be, well, it's free for you to park at our theme parks. There's no charge for annual pass holders, so you could just get on a bus there. So they're not taking that away from them. I suppose the only issue is if you want to drive, you can't drink.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know how many annual pass holders are actively bar hopping. I don't know, maybe quite a lot. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting.
Bit of rage bait going on.
Well, it's not rage bait. I mean, I think you and I agree and disagree on certain points on this. I think it's a positive as long as they don't take it too far. But
you wouldn't think it was a positive if you didn't stay on site, though.
No. I completely agree with you. Now we're in a unique position where we do stay on site, and it's a positive. But I can see, growing up when we did villa holidays, I don't actually really recall us going around the hotels. Now I'm not saying that there's not people that want to, and not people that did. But it's going to be interesting. They'll look at the data and change things if they need to. But the fact of the matter is, they've tested this during some of the busiest times of the year in the past. Easter this year, they tested it. It clearly worked. The other thing is to think about, if you're at Disney Springs and you're going to, I don't know, All-Star Movies, wherever, and the bus is rammed, again, you're having a bad guest experience. We still talk about that time at Epcot. Now, I know it's not Disney Springs, where there was no bus for like an hour.
Yeah, that wasn't...
No, that was nothing to do with this.
No.
But I'm saying those moments make for a bad guest experience. If you're at Springs and there's 2 buses, there's a load of people trying to get on, say it's 11 o'clock at night, and Disney go, well, 40% of that crowd aren't staying on site. So if we remove that from the equation, everyone in that queue is having a better experience.
Yeah, because that's what they care about.
Well, look, if I'm putting my pessimistic
hang on,
hat on...
we don't need 2 buses here now. Let's get rid of one.
And that's what the reality of the situation, I think. But if we're giving Disney some credit in this, and we're trying to go, well, Josh Tomorrow's in charge now, and maybe he cares. I don't think he does. But let's pretend for a second that he does. Then maybe this is the reason why they've made that decision. But we'll see. The data will tell us in due course. I would encourage everyone to listen to that on 0.5 speed, because I was drinking Red Bull and talking at the space of a auctioneer throughout that.
The space or the speed?
The speed.
Right.
Yeah, speed. Okay. Let's move on to our plan. We're going to Orlando and staying on site. Right. Should we go through it?
If you want.
Okay. Oh, don't sound too interested. So, day 1, arrival day. We are not doing anything.
Woohoo!
We're gonna check into the hotel. Maybe breeze through the 5-minute beignet queue now and pick up some beignets and head to the pool.
Food first.
Well, it depends on the weather, doesn't it? I suppose. But yeah. So we are staying at French Quarter.
3 cups first. With the new little cup thingies on them.
They've rinsed us there, haven't they? Because I'm going to have to buy those now.
And you need to buy Phoenix Magic Band.
I know. I'm going to be like $200 down the second I walk into the hotel. Yep. Aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Dollar City.
Oh, he's going to love that Magic Band, though.
Yeah, I wonder what one he's going to choose, though.
Pink.
Pink. It will be pink.
Same as mine.
Yeah.
He can't have pink, it's mine. He's going to have to choose different colour.
So we've got Magic Band. Cups are free, to be fair. And those little sticky things for the cups. We're definitely going to be 120. Also, you
Alcohol.
walking around going, oh, that's a nice jumper. Not Spirit jersey, it's usually jumper.
Yeah, because I prefer the jumpers. What's your problem?
I know, I'm just saying. You'll be like, that's a nice jumper.
That's rich coming from someone who has a wardrobe full of Spirit jerseys.
There's no evidence for that.
There is, actually. I got picture evidence.
Yeah, but you can't access our social media accounts, so there's no evidence.
I probably could.
You probably could.
If I really wanted to.
Yeah, you could, probably.
Even if I couldn't, I could comment on it, couldn't I?
Damn it, I didn't think of that. I'm locking the accounts down. So, yeah, so we'll probably just hit the quick service that night. Our next day, we are relaxing. Aren't we?
Well, yeah, if you call it that. Disney Springs for the day.
Disney Springs for the day. Yeah, but just think about it. The boats and buses will be empty. We'll have a glorious time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're going to be heading to Gideon's to get our cookies.
Yeah.
And chilling out, I think. We've got the boathouse booked in the afternoon. And we'll probably...
I think we're going to just take the kids to the splash pad in Disney Springs if it's on. Hopefully it is.
Hopefully it is. Well, it should be if it's not raining.
It wasn't first day last year.
No, but it's August now.
True.
It's hotter than the sun in Florida in August.
Yeah, Gideon's.
Some
go to
drinks.
Boathouse.
Well, Gideon's, splash pad, shopping,
Shopping.
drinks,
Yeah.
splash pad.
The kids have got their own dollars to spend.
Yeah.
That they can probably buy about 4 or 5 things with.
Yeah. And then boathouse with... So I don't know, probably everyone knows we're going with my family. My parents are 60 this year, so we're going there with them and my sister and her husband and their 2 kids. But we're not staying at the same hotel, and we're not going to be together all the time. Why are you laughing?
Because we will be, but, you know.
Yeah, well, we're not this day. So we're going to have a chilled intro to the holiday. Go to the boathouse where everyone will meet up. I think I did share a couple of weeks ago, but if you're worried about boathouse bookings, do an open table. They open much earlier than Disney, and you can get tables of 10. So, which is our party. So, and then I think we might head to Planet Hollywood happy hour after that, because it is my sister's husband's birthday that day.
Yep.
Then the next day is our first day at the parks, but we're not heading to the park first. We're heading to Chef Mickey's
Yeah.
for a very early
Our new tradition
breakfast reservation.
We're introducing everyone to.
Yep.
Of Chef Mickey breakfast
Chef
on
Mickey
the first
breakfast. It
park
gets the
day.
kids excited, doesn't it? It does. It
And
gets them
also,
excited.
it saves you queuing for the characters.
Mm-hmm.
You've already met them before you even step foot into the park.
Yeah. No, exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We meet the characters several times.
Yeah, we'll probably meet them in Epcot. But yeah, it's good to get that ticked off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's early. It's like 7:30 in the morning. But it's fine. And then we're at Magic Kingdom for the day. It is a party day and we're not going to the party. But we have got a Beacon Barrel reservation, which I'm very excited for, in the afternoon. Like 5:15 before the park shuts at 6.
Yep.
So that'd be good. I mean, Phoenix is excited for the Pirates Bar.
I hope it's good then.
I'm excited for the Pirates Bar. We got, I think, 2 tables of 5. So, you know, it's one of those places you can't get a table for 10.
Hoping to meet Captain Jack that day. He will pee his pants if he meets Captain Jack.
Yeah, he's obsessed with pirates and superheroes, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah, looking forward to that. New place for us. I always get excited for trying new places.
New place for everyone.
In Disney. Yeah, no, I know, but as podcast hosts, it's new for us. So you'll be getting our full review, good or bad, once we've checked out the Beacon Barrel. I have a feeling I will love it and you will hate it.
I've got a feeling it's not going to be themed enough for me.
Oh, I think it's very themed.
Well, I've seen no pirates.
Well, they're working behind the bar.
I don't really call them pirates. I'm expecting pirates to be walking around that bar.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah,
no.
I think Phoenix might be expecting that too.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Would you like a mango slushy?
I think it's going to be too busy.
Yeah, it's going to be like Ogre's Cantina. Although,
Hey, Ogre's Cantina with a passion.
there were a ton of reservation slots available for this.
What a shame.
It's a new bar. You'd think it wouldn't be, but yeah. So, then the next day we're at Animal Kingdom. And we've got Yak and Yeti booked, which is one of our favourites.
Yeah, we didn't go last year.
Did we not?
Nope.
No, we did. We did.
I don't think we did.
Because last year was when I discovered that the duck...
No, it was the year before.
Was I so angry that we didn't? No, I wouldn't have said no to going to
No, I
Yak and
think
Yeti.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I'm sure we didn't go last year. Because you kept saying, are you sure you don't want to book a table? I
did.
said, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Because of the experience before that wasn't great. Piper didn't like the food.
Their tastes have come on, I think. Well, Piper's taste has come on a bit. I think she will try stuff.
Yeah.
I think there's like chicken fried rice or something that she'll eat.
Yeah, she'll eat that.
There's definitely... We've looked at all the menus, by the way. Donna and I did a lot of... We do research every year because the menus always change.
I don't really know why we bother because we go back to the same
But the
restaurant.
menus change. So we were looking at booking one place and the menu completely changed. Well, Remy's, do you remember?
Yeah, that was France though.
In Paris, we booked it and they changed the menu and it just looked terrible for the kids and you. So the next day we're going to be going to Epcot. We've got Via Napoli booked for us four and my sister's lot, and my parents are going to La Hacienda. No, the Saint
they're
George
not,
Inn.
are they?
Yeah, I don't know. I said to them, by all means, the experience of the restaurant, it is lovely, it is romantic, but the food is shit.
Is it? It's only romantic if you're sitting by the water.
Yeah, that's true.
Otherwise, you look at it and it looks romantic. When you're sitting in there, it's so loud and busy.
And you can't see your food.
And you can't see your food, so it's not romantic at all.
No, I did put my fork through my thumb because I couldn't see what I was doing.
It was disgusting. Absolutely
Yeah,
disgusting.
I
The
didn't
food
rate
wasn't
it.
nice.
We didn't rate it. I don't think. I'd love to go back because it's such a great setting for a
That's
restaurant.
why we went back.
But
we went twice. The second time you were like, I'd like to go back. So we did, and it was terrible
but
still.
We must be going back 10 years now.
No, we went when I was pregnant.
Did we?
We went on our honeymoon because I couldn't drink the tequila they gave us to say congratulations.
Oh yeah. I did 2 tequila shots.
Yeah.
I don't like tequila.
It was gross.
I tell you
Both
what,
times.
where I would like to try this year is La Cava de Tequila.
What?
The place.
The outside one.
No.
No, the one next to the outside one.
No.
Outside of the pyramid.
No.
Oh.
Inside the pavilion, to the right, as soon as you walk in, there's a bar.
The tequila place.
Cava something tequila.
So the tequila place.
Yes, but they do other drinks, and it does look really nice in there. But every time we tried to get in there, the queue is just insane.
And it will be this year.
Yeah, I know. But then we have GO82 booked as well. I'm excited to just. I'm not particularly excited for the drinks or the food.
Was that the same day?
Yeah, that's early doors though. It's like 11:30. Yeah, I'm literally gonna go.
What time's Via Napoli?
6:30.
Oh God, that's a long day.
So well, it's not because we'll head home after that. I'm literally gonna go in, get a drink, look around because it's Spaceship Earth, and leave because I think the drinks are like $18.
The drinks look absolutely foul.
They do look shit.
Just FYI, I'm not going in.
I'll probably just have a beer, to be honest.
Okay, you enjoy that. I'm not going in.
The next day, we are at Hollywood Studios. We have the Fantasmic dining package booked. We have a meal for 4 at 50's prime time.
We do.
And the others are at Hollywood and Vine. We just didn't fancy the buffet. The buffet's not meant to be great.
No, they're going for character meats though. Who's meeting?
The same as Chef Mickey's pretty much.
Right.
And we liked 50's prime time. The kids enjoyed it there last year. The food's like easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice food. It is nice.
They do chocolate martinis, which always helps.
Yeah.
Persuade us.
Bonus. We were terrified. Well, yeah, we were terrified going there last year.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was good.
We enjoyed it.
Piper enjoyed it. She found it quite funny.
The next day we are technically free, but we do have lunch with my parents at Planet Hollywood.
I didn't realise that was so early on.
Yeah, at 1 p.m. And then we're going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So I guess we'll decide: do we go to Disney Springs? Do we just have a morning?
We'll be having a pool morning.
Have a pool morning, like whatever we end up doing. But we're going to Planet Hollywood for 1, and then probably Magic Kingdom for 4.
That's a long time at Planet Hollywood.
Well, it gives us you've got to get over to one of the Magic Kingdom hotels. I thought we'd still be taking it chill, so like maybe we'll stop at a hotel and have a drink.
Okay.
So, because we don't want to like knacker the kids out, do we? Go on, you've got something to say.
I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't.
You have.
I really haven't.
Okay. Next day we're at Animal Kingdom and we have Sonar booked at 6 p.m. Which is nice.
Yep.
Like it there. Bread service.
I like the bread service.
The curry was excellent last year as well.
The food's average.
The
bread service is. If they would just do bread service, I'd be quite happy with just the bread service.
Well, you can just order the bread service and not use it in your dining plan.
What's the point?
Well, yeah. I really enjoyed the curry. I thought the service was the best service we had.
I think the kids enjoyed their
Like,
mud and worms, whatever it is.
Yeah, they did.
What was it?
Something like that, yeah. It was good. It was a cool pudding.
And the waiter loved Piper.
Yeah,
Waitress.
She was great.
Waitress.
Yeah.
Just to make it sound less weird.
Well, yeah. I was just saying, can you call them waitresses? Are they all just not waiters nowadays?
Waiting staff liked Piper.
Waiting staff. Like we had a whole fleet of them. Then the next day we're at Hollywood Studios and we have one of my favourite restaurants, but everyone else's not so much, booked at 6 o'clock. Homecoming.
Ugh.
Homecoming.
I don't like Homecoming.
I love you. Your biscuits.
The biscuits. The biscuits are unreal. Didn't we order extra biscuits last year and we didn't eat them?
Yeah, I'm doing it again. Every year I make the same mistake and it's a mistake worth doing. Basically what I did is I ordered biscuits to start and my meal comes with a biscuit and I think I had approximately 1.5 biscuits. They're just so filling. Everything about that restaurant is filling, but it's great. I love it.
Also makes you sick.
It has done a couple of times, but it's still worth it. Not physically sick though.
It makes me sick.
Then we are at Epcot and we have Akashu's booked.
What, in Epcot? Yeah.
Yeah. For 10 people, which is good. Then the next day we are all doing our own thing until the evening where we have T-Rex booked. But us 4 have a reservation at Space 220, the lounge.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that
so
one.
Looking forward to that. And then the next day we're also doing our own thing. We haven't got any plans yet, but we have Ohana booked.
Sorry, day before, where are we for dinner?
T-Rex.
Oh yeah, that's my
So we got Space 220 lounge and T-Rex, which is a good day.
Yeah, it's a very good day.
So we'll probably, I guess we're going to Epcot, spend some time in Epcot that day.
Okay, so yeah, is that a free day then?
Free day.
What, the Space 220 day?
Yeah.
Oh. What's everyone else doing that day?
Shopping.
Oh.
The next day is also we're doing our own thing, and we have no plans at all for that day other than Ohana at 7 p.m.
Lovely.
So we could go to City Walk, we could go to a water park. Like we might take the kids. Seem to be interested in trying a toothsome milkshake, so we might take them to City Walk and do that, and then just
Hope
chill.
it's worth it.
Yeah, but well, it's nice to give them a little taste of Universal, I think.
Yeah.
Then we are at Hollywood Studios, and our plan is to just go to the Polite Pig.
What, after Hollywood?
After Hollywood.
It's going to be busy.
Yeah, it is a Monday though.
Still going to be busy.
So,
Especially in the evening.
yeah, although I think it might be. Let's see. Oh, okay. No, Labor Day is not until September the 7th.
Oh, God.
So,
Not Labour Day.
no, it's
It's going to be busy.
It's the week after we're heading out. Then the next day we are doing our own thing again.
Wow.
So
Really?
yeah, we've got, and also it's us four for dinner. We've got Summer House at 7 p.m.
Oh.
So we've got I purposely tried to build in some time where everyone can do their own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, 7 p.m. at Summer House. And my sister for her 30th this year, we got her the Rhino experience.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing that at Animal Kingdom that day.
Nice.
Then the next day we are planning on going to Universal and doing Horror Nights.
Yep.
Me and you. And then we have the following day from that are the day at Epcot and Boma in the evening. And then it's our last morning where we're going to Magic Kingdom and going to Skipper Canteen.
I'm going to skip a canteen, are we?
Yeah. I also feel like on the 3rd we might have another reservation at Space 220.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think your mum wanted to go all together, didn't she?
Yeah, so I think we have 2 Space 220 lounge reservations in the trip, which is fine. It's one of our favourite places.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, last meal at night will be Boma, and our last meal of the trip will be a Skipper Canteen, where we got a table 10 at lunch. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, a couple of new places, lots of
Familiar places.
but it's we've plenty of time where we can just kind of chill out as well and take the kids to do what we want to do, and I think it's important when you've got a big group like that. Actually, I think that's the key thing. That people in the podcast group that I'm in, this After Dark group, have said try and build in that time.
Yeah.
Where you can just be you and the kids.
Yeah. Sorry, I
so
just hit the microphone.
It's fine. So yeah, I think that's it. Anything you want to say to that?
No, I think so.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for listening, and I'll be sure to rate us on your podcast app, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.